So, I mean, I guess we'll just have to see at court. I don't think that, just because we took a while to get services in place, I don't think that, that's going to, I don't think that judge would say, well, you can have your child back.
I mean, there's several more things than that, but yeah, I mean, we can all sit down and discuss it in court.
I mean, what is there other stuff, that can be, I'm just telling you straight up. I mean, they're not going to allow JC back in the home when y'all have police reports.
We don't have police reports. I don't know. Where did you get that from? Because there's never been a police report. There's never been the police up here.
I know, but you have filed restraining orders against him.
That is 100% inaccurate. Where did you get that from? I have never filed a restraining order against that man. Never.
Well, I didn't know. So you tell me then, because I don't know. Where did all this come from then, that there's been domestic violence in the house?
That was my family making false allegations.
Okay. Why were they?
It was never me. It was never the police.
Okay. I mean, you just tell me, because I don't know. I mean, I don't.
My family and me have a very, very sketchy history of me not wanting them to be in my life and them calling the cops up to the house. And that's basically where it came from.
Okay. All right. All right then. I don't know. I just, there's that kind of stuff, and that's the stuff we take.
Yeah, that's just where this is the first I've ever heard that I've had a restraining order against my husband, because I just haven't.
Okay. Well, I was just asking. That's what I'd heard, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've heard a lot of people saying that they're hearing a lot of things that aren't true, so.
Unfortunately, it happens. What do you see happening? Obviously you want to get your child back.
Yeah, I do. I don't.
Like sooner? Are you thinking like soon, like when we go to court, or are you thinking like?
I'm not a judge. I can't tell you what's going to happen.
Okay. Well, in your mind, you can if you've completed your stuff.
And I have completed all my stuff. I've complied 100%, even though it hasn't been in the timeline that I was hoping for. But
yeah, and it never is. I usually tell people when I get them, I'm going to tell them that this process isn't quick.
Yeah, and I understand that, and I think we would have been more respectful and not been so hasty about the timeline if we wouldn't have been lied to in the beginning. You understand?
Yeah,
I would rather hear the truth.
Yeah, no, I understand that. Well, I'm straight up with, because most of the time it takes a while because you have to get with providers, and especially here because we're such a small county.
Yeah, no, I understand that, and I appreciate you saying that. Like I said, I would have thought a lot more if she would have said, I'm hoping to get it done in this time, but it might take a lot longer,
Yeah, and I get that, and it's frustrating. Okay, well, but when I came out there, not when I came out there, but Chrissy said that last time she talked to y'all, that y'all were saying that you were going to split up.
That is something that we have talked about.
Okay.
Like I said, I haven't finalized anything. I'm still at the house. Okay. But that is something that we have talked about because we are not seeing eye to eye on some stuff.
Yeah.
So it's a possibility, but.
Okay. Well, I just didn't know. I just like to ask. But okay. Well, I just wanted to touch base with you. What do you think about? Would you be okay with us giving custody to them? It's not going to be anything. It wouldn't be anything permanent. It would just it would cut us out of the picture on having to do holding legal responsibility of her.
Yeah, it's something that I'll look into now that you've told me.
Okay. Because we can't do it without your consent. And honestly, if we give them custody, yeah, we'll still be working with you to reunify and to get her back with y'all. But also, if they have custody, it kind of gives y'all a little more leeway on visits and stuff like that.
Mhm. Yeah, that would be cool, and that's something, you know, that I'll look into.
Okay.
I just...
Yeah, and you just think about it, and let me know before we go to quarters. Well, let me know as soon as you think, because I would have to do, like, I have stuff I have to do, like a home study and all kinds of crap, just
Okay.
to be able to stay with them.
Okay, well, I'll look into it and let you know as soon as I can.
Okay, so let me ask you, so what else is he mad about? I mean, I know just
I mean, there's
stuff. It's a lot of stuff. It's just all kinds of stuff.
I mean, there's just so much stuff that's been done wrong, and there's a lot of allegations made that just are so far from the truth it isn't funny. And it's not right, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't know.
Yeah. And I understand that, you know, you're catching this at the end of it, and that you personally haven't had any involvement up until this point. And
yeah, I mean, I really haven't. I haven't, because I don't even, to be honest with you, I haven't even gone back and really read anything. I'm just kind of getting word of mouth, and I kind of like to go in and just talk to people, because I mean, most of the time I get the bad side of things, but I don't want it to be that way, because
yeah.
But unfortunately, most of the time in this line of stuff, it takes a while. It usually takes 6 months. Not really. I won't even say 6 months to a year. I want to say more like 8 months to a year. Unless we can find family to put the child with, and then we close our case out.
Mhm.
So that's really another option. And then y'all just kind of go from there. Once we close the case out, I mean, y'all kind of come up with your own arrangement or whatever. Because once we're out the picture, I mean, there's really nothing that can be done.
Yeah.
I mean, it would just be, if we gave Chris and Brandon custody of Betsy and we were out the picture, y'all would be pretty much free to come up with your own arrangement. But now, if you ever wanted custody of JC back, you'd have to hire attorneys and go through all that to gain back custody of her. But if we just give them custody right now, just like legally, so they can sign paperwork, and we stay in the picture, then, we're still going to have requirements of you that you're going to have to meet.
I mean, what are the further requirements that y'all are considering that I've did everything for the last 8 months?
Well, I mean, yeah, I totally get that. I know that you've done the, drug test, you're doing the Transforming Lives, you've done the counseling thing. I get that, and I don't know that there's really anything past that, but I think that it would mostly come down to all these allegations, and either them being proved that this has really gone on, or not being proved at all, and everybody's saying, well, we don't have any evidence to show that what you're saying happened in the house happened. Because, I mean, I don't know, and that's what you get lost in. I hate being sometimes on the other side and y'all been through like 3 different workers.
Yeah.
So,
you're our 4th one.
yeah, I know. So you get a bunch of different people, and you hear a bunch of different things from all kinds of different family members, and so sometimes you just don't know what's truth. And no offense, I mean, sometimes clients don't tell the whole truth either. But not saying that you're not. I'm just saying that,
I understand that y'all get every end of the spectrum, but
yeah, exactly. And so
it's hard for my family to make legitimate accusations when they've never seen the child until DHR got involved.
Yeah.
Or been in the house, or can somebody say that they saw something happen when they was never there?
Yeah. Well, and I think that's what it'll probably all boil down to. That's why I'm saying, I mean, I don't know if y'all actually do have lawyers or not. It kind of sounds like he might, or maybe he's just going to defend himself. But, that's why I was saying you might want to get y'all could get lawyers who would represent you and represent your case. So, anyways, but just think about the custody thing. I'm not asking you to think about but if you're willing to, us just give them custody, and we stay in the picture and everything, we're not going anywhere. I'd still go see the child. They would just be able to sign her like legal documents and stuff.
But a little bit earlier, you did mention that if we did give them custody, that we would